What's going on, motorsports fans? This is Jared here with the Bearded Garagistas.
Man.
This is Jared here with the Buddha CBD. Always with me is my brother Brett.
How you doing? And he never restarts either.
I never restart. Once we're going, we're going. So whatever he looks like is we're going. Real excited to be here tonight. Tonight we have Carlos, a.k.a. Fr8Train, with us.
Yes, sir.
What we're going to do tonight is we're going to get to know him, get to know his build, get to know his racing, what's coming in the future, because I do know he's got some things coming down the pipe. Heard rumors, seen him on Instagram, making some bold statements, and I think from what I know about the car, he's going to back it up, and it's going to be awesome. But yeah, first we're going to hear from our sponsors.
HA Only, your one-stop shop for Honda and Acura news, racing, and shows. Check out haonly.com. King Buddha CBD, high-performance hemp, providing high-quality THC-free products. Find more information at kingbuddhacbd.com. The International Roll Racing Association. The International Roll Racing Association, IRRA, is the first ever sanctioning body for the sport of roll racing. Become a professional race driver at raceirra.com.
Hold on. You didn't give me a chance before. You want?
No.
Okay.
This guy. All right, so let's get started real quick. I know you from Street Racing Made Safe, honestly.
Yeah,
That's where I
ago.
first started seeing the videos of you, started seeing the car run. I've never met you in real life, and I'm real excited to meet you. Where did Street Racing Made Safe fall into your racing? Had you been racing a long time before that came around?
I was racing before then. I've been racing Street Racing Made Safe started back in County Line, I think it was. I was going out there racing my truck, an F-250 at the time.
Damn.
And I didn't know anything about Street Racing Made Safe. And then when I came out with the Firebird, which was, brought up, one day I was on a cruise and my old man told me, hey, I got a car here at the shop. I didn't think anything of it. I was like, my mom, she's probably just like making some shit up. So I go, she wrote me a message on Facebook because that was back in the days, no cell phone signal on cruise. I was like, okay, no problem. I get back to the shop, of course, and there was a car there. And then from there, we started racing. But going back to Street Racing Made Safe is my first, my 22nd birthday is when I went to an event in Palm Beach. I didn't know it was Street Racing Made Safe. I guess it was. And there I just started roll racing. It was a 6-speed in the car at the time, and I was just racing.
Did the car have anything, like, performance-wise in it
Well,
when you got it?
but when I went there, it was already twin turbo on twin 76s on a 5.7 engine, the original engine of the car. So I went there. It was a 6-speed. So we just went there to have fun, get used to the car, get off the streets, because a couple weeks before then we were racing on the streets. Then we, said, just start going to the track, a little safer environment. Then we started going there, and then it started from there,
How is the
Hooked.
Yeah.
Hooked?
It doesn't.
Well, my dad's been racing since 1980s.
Oh, so your old man used to race.
Yeah, my dad used to have a 69 Camaro.
Okay.
Back in, he had Hawaiian Hustler. He had a bunch of cars. When 93 it was, he went 740 at 182 miles an hour. So back then, 740 was
Holy shit.
pretty damn quick,
Damn.
So I've always been growing up in the racetrack, especially drag racing.
How has that, you said it was a Trans Am. How has that,
02 Trans Am.
O2 Trans Am, how has that evolved from when you bought it to where it is now?
I got it. It was garage kept, original 26,000 miles on it. And to this day, it's garage AC kept. And it was started as a 3,800 pound car. Well, when I first got the car, I went and took it to chassis engineering and already did a twin turbo kit. I wanted twin turbo with AC, power steering, and all. So that kit's not that easy, especially in the F bodies.
Right.
Everything functional, full daily driven car. Then I started with that. It was a 6-speed. And then we started using it like that, going out on Sundays, weekend car. Started racing it. Then my dad's always said, we got to go automatic. You want to be competitive in drag race. You want to be competitive. The roll, okay, you can stay standard.
Yeah, 6-speed is fun, but automatic is wins.
Yeah. So then we switched over to TH400, and then we raced there. We started, I was on a hydraulic roller. The car was a hydraulic roller, and then We just went. I had a little issue, broke the timing chain in the burnout box. You know, shit happened when you're out
Yeah, it
there
happens.
Sucks,
having
man.
fun.
It happens.
You know, and then it was on a Super Chevy show. So I in front of a bunch of people getting
man.
pushed off the track. It's all right. Within a week, we had the motor back. We went solid roller, and 6,800 RPMs was not the shift point. It was 7,800 now.
Holy shit.
You know, so it made a huge difference from on pump gas 93. Now we're talking from 900 to almost 1,200 horsepower.
Holy shit! And what do you have in it now currently?
Now I
Is
got
it a secret?
It's
Some people are secret.
it's a grudge car, but it is a big small block in there on twin 88s.
Okay.
Makes up we're at 2,500. So
Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
And it's still
man.
full interior, still
No.
heavyweight? No.
3,100 pound car.
3,100.
Ladder bar car still, factory suspension, factory firewall. Still has, since that's a, I used to have subframe connectors, since that's not a full, everybody thinks, oh, it's a full chassis car. No, you know, it has the frame rails in the front and frame rails in the back.
Okay.
Right.
It still has original frame rails in the car, strut towers and all in the car, stock suspension location and everything.
The fact that the car is fairly rare in drag racing, you don't see too many of these. You have your normal Mustangs, you have your normal
You have the
Camaro.
Fox bodies because,
Yeah.
you know, they're light, they work.
Yeah.
But an F body, you see a lot of fast guys that are going fast. That extra 4-inch wheelbase makes a big difference.
The fact that this was like a car that not a lot of people run, did that bring you, like, you really want to stick with it? Or what made you stick with this car?
It was the car, if you would have seen it when we first got it, was beautiful. AC kept 26,000 original miles. I got the car. The car was sitting in a garage for, I say, maybe 10 years or so.
Wow. So just you needed to keep it at that point. It was something.
Yeah,
that,
my dad, especially something that my dad, you know, he got for us to start, and then that's what kicked off the whole. Because without him, I wouldn't be where I'm at now.
Family car?
Yeah.
How
So
did
this is
the-
more like my dad is, you know, our company sponsors everything. You know, my
Right.
dad's pretty much the backbone behind this all. You know,
You guys do all your own work on the car?
for the most part, yeah. Fab work, I got Mike from Mike's Metal Work
Okay.
that took care of me there. I got Mike's Turbo who helped me out with the sponsorship in the turbos. Steve from Progressive who built my dad's engine back in the 90s, still building my engines to this day.
Awesome. And
So-
then as far as like tuning it and stuff like that?
Tuning, I got Tony from Fuel Tech, TRS Motorsports. He's the main guy behind it. I'm jumping more to power management, messing with suspension wise. You know, it's a big team. When you get to this league, it takes more than one person.
Of
you
course.
know?
Right.
Yeah, I get to the track by myself, but I know what to do, but I still make that phone call. Hey, the car's doing this, the log is doing this. What do you think about this? Hey, you're on track. That's the only way you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn something new every day.
Right.
All right.
You know, a lot of
The what do you mostly run? We'll get into that after. I want to know, was it easy or was there, what was the growing pains going from something like an automatic roll racing, street racing made safe car to now this monster grudge race car? Was the growth easy? Was there a lot of growing pains? Was there lessons that you needed to learn?
Well, you know, me, speed, I've always liked speed. I was the first one in the state of Florida to get a felony for drag racing. So at 16
Wait,
years
hold
old.
on. What?
Yeah. That's at 16 years old. That it is a true funny story because my old man's telling me, "Hey, get your ass home." And I know my dad when he says "get your ass home," I'm 16 years old. Get your ass home means get home. I ain't picking up the phone call. So from where you're at to the house, something happens, deal with it.
Yeah.
So I was on the way home and I was at my truck at the time. You know, I was like, another lightning pulled up. I was like, shit. It's on, you know. We can't pull up next to me at a red light like that.
Yeah.
So we ended up racing. You know, I don't want to say if he was undercover. It was a coincidence. Who got the biggest charges and the suspension, the license, the hardship license, and all that was me.
Really?
He got away with nothing. So,
Oh, shit.
and we're both at the same time got busted at the same time. He was there. So that happened, and then
That sucks.
then it was crazy because it happened at like 11:55 at night. 12 o'clock, they were passing the law that street racing in the state of Florida became a felony. It wasn't just a speeding ticket. It wasn't just a racing ticket.
You were literally like the first one.
Yeah. I didn't even make the 12
man.
o'clock one. He made it wait till 12 o'clock one.
Get the.
What a dick.
It was 11:55. Ticket
What a
rolled
dick.
at 12. Literally 12 o'clock and 30-something seconds.
Oh, that sucks. I mean, damn, that sucks.
I took it to court. I went to the 6th floor in the courtroom. I didn't go to no traffic courtroom in the first floor.
Yeah.
I'm here walking to the first floor. You're like, nah, buddy, you're on the 6th floor. It's like Carlos Sanchez versus Tallahassee. I'm like,
Tallahassee.
you got like 3 attorneys over there. I'm like, I'm here with my dad because I'm 16 years old.
Yeah. Bunch of murderers sitting in the car.
No, it's not even that. It's like just us. And then I'm like, okay, how serious could this be? First thing the judge asked my dad, Carlos, you know, this is a kind of a serious offense. You know, you want to get him a lawyer? He goes, I got no money for a lawyer. Give him whatever it is. They go, say no more. They open up a book. They go, statute this, for this. 1 year suspension of your license. The only thing the judge did help me was a $3,000 fine. He brought it down to like $1,500 that my dad paid for because at 16 years old,
No jail time.
Oh my goodness.
no jail time. But I did raise my right hand to if I were to be caught driving within that year, they would give me 5 years in jail.
Holy shit, 5 years.
That's insane.
So
That's crazy.
that was a scare. And
Well,
the judge,
That's a grow up quick moment, huh?
Yeah.
no,
At
the
16?
judge told me straight in my face. He goes, "I'm making an example out of you."
Oh
I was like,
yeah.
yeah, you did. Don't worry about
Like,
that.
thanks, bud. Good job.
Yeah, and my dad's like, it is what it is. You
Well,
gotta
I
learn.
mean, congratulations, because that's just another win. It's another. You were the first.
You
So
get,
you
you
Yeah.
get to tell that story the rest of your life.
any first place is a first place win.
You're right. Gotta take it
Doesn't matter
somehow,
how you
right?
got there, right? That's crazy, man. But getting past that, like
wow.
the changes that you had to make to the car, you know,
the car,
going through those things, was it an easy process? Do you feel like you kind of just fell into the next step and then boom, you were doing grudges?
after a year and a half. Well, the car I've always ran roll and dig. My favorite roll in street racing May Safe was either a 40 roll or if I won the coin toss, let's go from a dig. But everybody in street racing May Safe knew they had no chance from a
Right.
dig. Even 40 roll, I dominated. I was up on top for a long time. Yeah, the GTR just started putting all this ton of money, making 2,000 horsepower. I'm still AC power steering. Now the car's out. Now everybody's like, oh, wait a minute. Now we can't puppy kick them no more. You know, now I'm making the same power as them.
Yeah.
They knew it was coming.
When you were on the top 10 list, right?
Yeah, I was number one for a long time.
Number one for a long time. Was that I don't at that time I was not really hanging around the track much. Were those rolls or digs from the top 10 list?
Rolls and digs,
Yeah,
whatever.
rolls
Whoever
and-
won coin toss. But I always, even if I won and they're like, oh, I was like, whatever, we'll do a 40 roll. My car in a 40 roll left hard.
Yeah.
Trapped 168, almost 170 miles an hour. That's 1,200 horsepower and
That's respectable.
37, 40-pound car. You know, it worked. The car worked.
What are you normally running now? You said grudge?
Now I've become into the grudge racing scene. It's a lot more events, a lot more funner. Like, it's fun. It's just a lot of people are like, oh, this class race. I like to run 28-29. We put a 28-29 tire on whatever you got, and we're gonna line it up. You know, yeah. Sometimes you get to an event, you got a pro mod on a 28-29. It's like, whatever.
Really?
Hope he spins. But a lot of them don't go out there. They put a lot of money into, you know.
Yeah.
And the money in the grudge racing.
You kind of know what you're getting into before you put the money down, right?
Yeah, of course. Well, in the 28-29,
Sometimes it's a little shady.
the last two people I went up in that event were big 600 cubic inch motors. One on twin 94s and the other one a bunch of nitrous on a 600 cubic inch versus my little 400 cubic inch
Where were we
motor.
talking?
Orlando, in Florida Cash Days.
It was the Florida Cash Day. So we had Chuck G on. We actually just released his video a couple days ago.
Yeah,
and
I
he
came
was-
out
he
there.
was talking about that.
I disappointed a lot of people there. Everybody's like, "Who's this new guy coming out?"
Yeah.
The announcer, he was like, "Yeah, it's Carlos Sanchez coming up." They saw the first race, like, "Damn, the car fucking moving."
Yeah.
Second race was versus Victor. I guess owner of Bradenton Motorsports and his white Fox body.
Right.
I turned it up a little bit more because everybody's like, "No, that guy's pretty fast. One of the fastest small block nitrous cars out there." You know,
Yeah.
You got to make sure, yeah.
0.97 60 foot. I'm like, okay, nah, let's just give it a little bit more. You know, not all of it, but let's give it more.
Yeah.
And that one I took, you know, car ran real good there. Then when I made it down to the finals
He's trying
again,
to make it sound like real humble. Like, oh yeah, the car did real good.
yeah, I don't want to say after high gear, I just started
Pull it away.
taking off.
Bye-bye.
You know, it's a grudge car, so you say that, and then you go up against somebody that's fast. People are gonna be like, "This guy pulled away on this guy. Wait a minute, he's not that slow as
Yeah.
everybody thinks he is."
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the announcer, he's like, man, you can hear it on, I have videos. That announcer, he goes, God, this guy came out of nowhere, signed up in the 28-29, now in the finals versus Turbo B, one of the fastest in the grudge racing.
Right.
Mhm.
And I was out by a 3:30, a car on him.
Damn.
Tranny line went, and you know how that goes from there.
Things break, things happen, but it was a good show. Now everybody knows who you are.
They know, they go, even he goes, I saw the line go. I go, if you saw the line go, you know what that means. You're behind me.
Yeah.
'Cause if I'm next to you, you're not going to see the smoke from the bottom of the car. But no, other than that,
Any
and I got,
challenges since then? Anybody hit you up asking you run?
well, I got,
That's
I,
either-
I
I think-
actually got a race against another LS style. You guys probably know him, John Dock.
We're just getting into the grudge race guys.
All
So
right, I think it's,
we want to have actually more grudge racers on here. So call out to all you grudge racers that are watching this. DM us, hit us up.
hit me up if you guys want to line it up. You know, I'm confident in my car. My car works real good.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people are like, oh, I went to this grudge event knowing I had converter issues. But I was confident enough that the car at a certain power will work. And I went to test the waters to see where everybody stands to say, like, damn, I need a lot more or they need a lot more.
Was it a little
Right.
bit of a shock when you went out there and got all the way to the finals, or were you like, nah,
When I
kinda
went
figured
first round, when I went to first round, my test hit, I made one test hit. The car came up about 100 feet out. So we went back, we saw the log, we're putting in a lot of power in within 1.5 seconds of the pass. So that's when it started coming up. Then I went back to suspension. The track was real nice. Orlando track is amazing. So when I went back, we looked at the log. My tuner was still coming down from Miami. So I'm like, fuck. Now I got to put my big boy pants on and figure this shit out. If we don't get them, well, I only got one test hit before first round.
Oh man.
And the car came up. So I was like, okay, let's see what we can do to make this car work.
Yeah.
I went out this first round. I made suspension adjustments. I didn't make nothing with the tune-up. I just rolled over the power instead of 1.5 seconds within 2 seconds. So power manager, I pulled it out. I stretched it out a little bit more. Where it started to come up, I kind of stretched the power out. So see if the car sits. The car still came up very little, but I was a mild throttle. 80% throttle off. I came off 80% back onto 100. So it wasn't that bad. Still went first round. I put like 3-4 cars on that Insulino car.
All right.
I don't know. Some 2J. High horsepower 2J. You know, them imports.
This
there.
guy.
It's like, you know, you want to hang with the big dog, you got to put some big power. I know you got them 2Js and those GTRs with the middle 6 cylinders, yeah, but no, that's not enough.
He's talking shit. I like it.
It
I've
sucks.
been trying to get people to talk shit on this show.
If you guys are import guys,
Honestly,
not
as-
from that shirt though.
Good race, man.
no, that's a
About
bet.
race.
Honestly, as long as it goes fast, we're usually
That's it.
all right with it.
We want a good race.
We want a good
No,
race.
I've always wanted a good
I
race.
like door-to-door
I'm
racing.
very like, and when it comes down to race, I'm very humble. At the end of the track, before the race, we'll talk all the shit, this and that. But before you get in your car, before I get in my car, I'm gonna wish you a safe race, and that everything goes good. And hey, good luck to you. I never get in a car mad at somebody, or because you never know if you ever line up
for
next to
sure.
that guy ever again. And in the racing scene, everybody, you know, that's the only place that it doesn't matter what color you are, what race you are, whatever you are, everybody there gets along.
100%.
All this crap that's going on, you go to the racetrack, you don't see that shit. Everybody there, hey, you don't see no fights. Everybody gets along, especially in the grudge race. Everybody there, oh man, we're gonna get in. Everybody's cool.
They all.
At the end
That's
of
what
the
we were
day-
talking about with Chuck. They all talk a lot of smack, and you think that they're gonna go at it, and they never do because that's not what they're doing it for.
They know better.
Yeah,
and
they're
they, you know,
doing it to get in your head.
course.
Any head games played out there with you? Being the new guy, they pick on you?
Not with me because I've won against Landy Santana.
Okay.
He has a Red Fox body. That was when Street Race May Say first brought it to Orlando. I was out there. I was like, I don't want to race nobody from Miami no more, man. Anybody from Orlando want to line it up? No, nobody. Then he came out. Oh, we'll go ahead and we'll line it up. He saw me make a pass. I'm not gonna make a full blown pass in front of you. Come on.
No.
And he's like, oh,
who do you think I am? I'm not gonna make a full blown pass.
So the guy comes up. He's like, oh, let's line it up. And we're like, bro, we knew the car was fast. We knew his car was fast. He's like, oh, coming with $1,000. Me and my dad don't back down. Well, my dad, really, because he's the money man. The people, I could talk all this shit, but I'm not going to talk shit if I can't back it up.
Yeah.
And I know my dad. We stay quiet, but he came with $1,000 a race. And we're like, I looked at my dad, I was like, let's see if he wants to do a 40 roll, because I know I'm guaranteed on a 40 roll. And then like, no, this and that. On a 40 roll, rolling is for bakers, this and that. All that bullshit. The Mr. Grudge Racers, the Mr. Dig Racers, this and that. And then they go, oh, you're just a pussy. Call my dad a pussy. So my dad's like, no, that shit. Get that shit to the line right now. Whatever you want, get to that line. I was like, fuck, it's on now. Shit, I cut an 042 light on a pro tree. And left him like 5 cars behind in the quarter mile.
Goodness.
God didn't even know what hit him. Not only we made the money, he comes around, he's like, that's not a stock suspension car. I go, bro, this car is more stock than you could think it is. This just got AC. You want to go right now to 7-Eleven or something? He went down there and he was like, wow.
That's
surprised.
When you can impress somebody like that, being the new guy, I think that's something good. And not only that the car is that good, but you can drive it. And
when it goes good, it's a lot of people are like, oh, you just let go of the button and go. It's not like that. Things happen so quick.
2,500 horsepower? No, it doesn't work like that.
Things happen so quick that people see me pedal the car and they're like, wow, bro. Oh, it's the wheelie sensor. My wheelie sensor's not even set up yet. And when that shit's set up, you're going to guarantee you my throttle is going to be 100% taped down to the floor. But till then, and everything, the wheelie sensor comes in probably around the 200-foot mark whenever it's power wheelies.
Yeah.
And a power wheelie, I usually stay on it. I'm not worried about that. But, when you're at 100 foot, and then you can feel when the power's coming in, and you can feel the car coming up. That's when you know you got to sit it down nice. Because remember, we sit 3 inches low to the ground. You come up 12 o'clock, and you're coming down.
You're going to hit.
You're going to break some stuff. So. And the car, everything's just... It's an animal. It's a different animal. It's completely... When I took that year and a half off of racing, when I was building the car, I got nervous my first time in the car, especially a new build, new car. You don't know if it's going to go straight. You don't know what's going to happen. I went over every nut and bolt in that car before going to that track about 6 times.
Really?
Yeah.
You got to make sure, check it twice.
Yeah, because look, I came back from second time testing, and that thing not that it vibrates so much, but everything's so solid that things come loose. If you don't have Loctite on it, forget about it.
Really?
Sometimes you even think about putting Loctite on a spark plug just in case.
That's funny, dude. What? Yeah. I'm amazed at what I watched the car run then, and I haven't seen the Cash Days videos yet. I hope you send them to us so we can put them in this video. But what do you plan on running now? I know PBIR, they do run a lot of grudge races, mainly held by Chuck G and Tony Rayford up there. I know Orlando does a lot of grudge. Some big races out in Bradenton. Do you roll race anymore?
Nah, I won't roll race a car anymore.
So now you've gotten to a point where Diggs is where it's at.
Yeah, I'll race anybody that wants to roll. I'll start from a dead stop. They can roll right next to me at 40 miles an hour. When they hit that tree, I'm gone.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, so anybody that wants to roll race, you guys are more than glad to roll 40 with a GPS in your car. As soon as you're next to me, I'm letting go of that button. So
okay. I wasn't expecting that.
I've given that option to anybody. I won't
Damn.
roll. I'll stop from a dead stop. But as soon as you roll next, don't tell me you're going to roll 150 miles an hour behind me now. You're going to roll 40.
Yeah.
And as soon as I see you next to me, I'm letting go of the button, and it's on.
That's impressive. That's an impressive challenge.
So
I would love to see a race like that. If you got a car that you think can take this gentleman with you doing 40 and him at a dig, please let us know, because I would love to see that race.
That would be crazy.
That would be an impressive race.
I give that option to Texas Killer, the red GTR.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't do it
He
because
won't
I know
race.
he normally rolls.
He just wants to race in the street. I tell him, nah, man, let's use the power of the car.
Right.
You know, you might as well tell me to put my damn front tires in the back and let's race. Because that's what all the GTRs has. A Sear, another one. He has a $500,000 car. He's Mr. 680. Shit, that's fast. To go 680 is fast.
Mm-hmm.
You know, let's line it up. What are you scared about? No, you need this, you need that, you need to take off this, you need to put that. I go, I'm not asking you for anything on your car. I'm not telling you to disconnect the 2 front drive shafts.
Yeah.
You know, you run what you.
So they're coming up with a bunch of stipulations. You just want to run it as it is.
I'm running a 29 tire. He wants me to run a 28 tire. He wants a sportsmanship, which for handicaps. Matter of fact, we go race bracket racing or something. You know, because that's what that shit is. Fucking hey, it just might as well.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. And then what other rules did he want? Non-prep track. I'm like, okay, well, let's just, I'll just give you the win if you want, you know? But
Because you're all rear wheel drive. He's all wheels. Non-prep track. He's got an advantage.
yeah.
So it's pretty much just trying to make advantages over what you already have.
Instead of just saying like,
Straight
hey,
up, let's go.
the guy makes same power as me. I don't see what the issue is.
Do you find most people in it are willing to compromise, or is it everyone's just vying to get that advantage and we'll just walk
Any
away?
grudge racer is always gonna ask for the advantage, easy money. They want to make the money. But as a grudge racer, as a person that's getting into the big grudge racing scene, they've always told me, don't give anybody anything. Nothing.
They wouldn't do it for you. Why would you do it for them?
Well, I'd be a good sportsman. Like, you know, it all depends on the situation, because a lot of people say they'll do it. But, you know, if it's a final race and the guy tells me, hey, bro, I need 30 more minutes, take the 30 more minutes. If it's for 50 grand, I don't know.
I heard because what you were talking about
Yeah.
earlier with you needed more time and they didn't want to give you more time.
Yeah, they're trying to rush it. They knew.
That was a strategic.
It was a
plan for them?
$3,000. It's nothing big. It was my first event. I didn't expect to go to the finals. To make it to the finals, I was happy as to go past first round. I was happy as
Yeah.
I went second round against a fast guy. I actually got to race somebody fast, and the car worked good. And you see, because a lot of people are like, "Oh, you're just testing." Well, the car got finished right before the coronavirus and all that. So you know, it's like it was more like, "Fuck it, let's go to the track and test." Everybody's like, "Oh, the tracks are closed." I'm like, "No, let's go race. If you want to race, let me know. I'll get you into the track." I was going every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday to Orlando. Palm Beach had a rental. I went straight to it. And my tuner came down from Orlando and everything. There's no excuse
Holy shit.
for anybody to say, "Oh, the track." No, I'll go rent the track just for you and I to race. I told the Sear, I'll pay your entrance. I'll pay for the track. Get to the track and we'll race. No, I want to do it in an IRRA event. I go, no problem. We're gonna catch him at an IRRA event, but he thinks it's gonna be the way they set it up. Chris Harris already knows. You prep the track. You line us up. I'm going to run my 29 tire. I'll run a sportsman tree. I'll give him that handicap tree. And we'll race.
So it's. Do you think when you get there, people will back down from you once they're there?
Nobody else there will race, but him going there to puppy kick like he does, and like he likes to puppy kick everybody, yeah, he'll back down. Because I'll embarrass him.
Does that happen a lot where you get a lot of fast cars don't want to race other fast cars? They want to race cars that they know that they'll walk?
It's a Miami thing.
Really?
Yeah. A lot of people are like, you know, I race whatever. I don't care. You're faster than me. Let's race.
Yeah.
I don't care to lose. When you become a racer and yeah, you're not gonna go put me up now against a full-blown pro mod. I'll be like, I'll still race him. But at the end of the day, people, you know, they'll be like, "Nah, he raced him, and yeah, he lost, but that fucking car's fast too."
Yeah.
You know, you can't say you're fast when you race people 1,000 horsepower less than you. You can't.
What do you think about Fr8Train and Texas Killer going at it? When you saw that,
Oh man, look at my Instagram page. That guy has me blocked everywhere. He's crying. Man, I got a voicemail 2 minutes and 47 seconds long of him crying like a little.
oh my god,
Saying, "Oh yeah, race me for 5,000, 5,000." That guy's the biggest clown I know.
yeah. I don't know him, so I'm not.
You
I'm not going
guys
to talk
speak
one way or
Spanish?
the other. No, we don't.
You can't have him on your broadcast then. See, you better put a translator. You could put Fr8Train in one of these damn chairs and question him.
We actually are going to have Fr8Train on the show. We've been
Because
in talks
Fr8Train's
with
his
him.
daddy, so you know.
Oh, he said it. He said it.
on the street and everything.
Maybe we'll have to get a
Not
translator. We got a
once.
fourth mic. We could put a translator next to him. I wonder if he'll come on. I'll reach out to him. I'll reach out to anybody. I mean, I don't. If you're gonna tell me no to come on the show, you'll tell me no.
Yeah.
But I mean, to come on a podcast is not. I don't think it's
This-
that big of
this
a
is-
deal to tell you no.
It's just fun. Talking shit is what racing's about.
Hell
You can't do it
yeah.
at the track. You can do it right here, and it's gonna get there. Don't worry.
Come on, man.
Shit's gonna get posted. Don't worry about it.
Are you gonna be going to the IRRA races, even though that because you can do the Street Warriors fun runs? I know you don't roll, but
If my car's good to go and I don't have upcoming events in the next week or two,
Right.
I'll go out there and test. I don't care. People like to see the car.
hell yeah, they do.
You know,
When it doesn't. The car
I-
can go down the track by itself, and people will still be like, "Oh," and you'll
Anything high
Post the video.
power, I like to. Put it this way, I went to U.S. Street Nationals with a buddy of mine. We won first place in the 28-29 shootout, grudge time. I was out there, and my idol Stevie Fast.
Okay.
You guys know who he is?
Yes. Actually,
Stevie Fast.
there's a Stevie Fast clip in my Chuck G video.
That's a bad mother.
Yeah,
That guy right there, he's my idol. That's a guy I look up to. That's a guy that said, "Damn, one day,
Yeah.
I'm on the right path. Don't get me wrong. I'm
I don't
going
think
there.
I didn't say you were on the wrong
You
path
know?
by any means.
So that's my idol. My father and we took pictures with him at the U.S. Street Nationals. I ran into him and Fletcher Cox.
Okay.
Fletcher Cox too has very fast cars.
Yeah.
He doesn't drive them
He's got a
because
Mustang, right?
he has a Mustang. Yeah. Now he built the Camaro. He had he had a Mustang. I guess he sold that and built another
Okay.
Camaro. He doesn't drive his cars due to the NFL contract, but I'm pretty sure he would love to get into his cars.
Yeah.
Of
But I
course.
can understand. I'm guaranteed when he retires, you can see him behind the chair.
He's also massive, isn't he?
He got enough power
Doesn't he
to
play
pull.
line?
Yeah, he got enough power to pull that big guy.
Hey, he's a big boy.
It's
I
not
have
the
seen.
sa-
I
know.
remember seeing the Mustang was an impressive build.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't doubt that it would drag his ass down the track.
At that kind of power, does size of the driver matter?
Yes, everything counts, and when you're up there, every little weight transfer, every little thing matters. Yeah, that he probably, because if his driver's 160 pounds, he probably hangs maybe 100 pounds of weight up front, which helps the car a lot because you do want a lot percentage in the front on a radial tire.
But if you're
Yeah.
putting it all the way in the front, it helps a lot more than if it's in the middle of the car where the driver sits.
So it all depends how they had the weight.
It's like ballast.
If they
Yeah.
have 100 pounds in the back and a 140 in the front, they could put them in the center and take out all that weight and maybe get the car to work.
Yeah.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know.
100% ballast on a Formula One
But
car.
yeah,
was kinda the
Stevie
same
Fast
thing.
and we took him pictures. I've talked to him. I've run into him at the track. Very humble guy, real nice guy. He's the type of guy. I'm talking about. I ran into him right before a final in Lights Out, and I didn't even know it was a final coming up, and he was getting ready. And I went up to him to get a signature on a shirt and take a picture. I was like, oh, this guy's gonna kick me out. And some guy was there like, oh man, that's kind of messed up that you're going up to him right before a final round. I was like, oh my bad, I'm sorry. And him himself said, bro, don't worry about it. Come over here. I'm gonna sign the shirt.
That's
This guy's
awesome.
getting
So let's
dressed.
get Stevie Fast on the show. I know he's got
Yeah,
us on
that's
YouTube and he's
awesome.
banging, but I'll reach out to him too. Let me ask you a question. Being, in the fact that Stevie was about to go into a final run and you walked up and talked to him as a fan, do you feel like you would rather have that fan come up to you and take your mind off of what's coming up, or do
That's
you
what
want to
he
be
did-
concentrated on what's
That's
coming?
what he does it for.
Yeah.
Gets all the nerves. I love talking to people. People ask me questions, I'll talk to them. Yeah, don't get me wrong. If I'm turning wrenches because something just something happened.
If something broke and you're
Yeah.
under the car
and
trying
I'm
to get it
there
ready.
turning wrenches, be polite. Let me finish, then ask me questions.
Right.
Right.
But
You know,
if
I'll
you're
be
just
more
kind of
glad.
waiting for the
If I'm there and you see me cooling the car down, I'm there talking. You'd be more than glad to come over to the car and talk. Show you want to know anything. I'll tell
are you that way because your idols were that way? Your idol is that way, or are you that way just because that's who you are?
I've always been like that. And Stevie Fast too, that's the way he is. I think a lot of people in the racing scene are like that. Some could be a little bit like, oh, get away from the cars and that.
I don't get the get away from the car thing too much, but what I do get from
In a
lot
way,
of the
because
racers,
a lot of things are going on. When
Yeah.
the car gets back, there's a lot of things going on. When I get back to that pit, and you see me now, you're like, oh man, this guy's cool. When I get to that pit, and the guys that help me out, you know, I have two main guys that know everything. Even though I go over and check it again, but they know everything. I get back to that pit, it's like my mom, my girlfriend, whoever, even the tuner goes, well, let me get out of his way because it's coming in, racking this car up, dragging it up, getting the coolers on. I get it. As soon as everything's settled down, which will be in 5-10 minutes,
let's have a talk.
come along and, you know.
One of our big things is promoting motorsports, getting more people out to the track, getting motorsports to where it used to be in America, because we feel like it gets ignored a lot. Do you think drivers being more welcoming can help that?
Yeah, of course. I give free shirts all the time away. A lot of these people, they sell them, but somebody comes up to me, you know, you could tell who's really there that supports you. We notice who's always around the cars. Like in Street Racing May Save, I always notice who was like really intrigued in the car, like, you know, love the build. People like me, people are like, oh, but do you go to races when you're not racing? Hell yeah, I do, because I love driving, but I love the sport.
Yeah.
I love it. It is what it is. I drove to Georgia to watch a Lights Out event that I wasn't even in. You know, it's because if you love the sport and you like, you know, I see Fast out there running and like those people. If I'm trying to get to their league, which I will, I can guarantee you I will. You have to learn from them.
I feel like you're a younger guy. I don't know how old you are.
I'm 28 years old.
28.
Damn.
Nah, I'm young in the racing.
Well, especially in the grudge. I know a lot of them guys have been around it for a long time.
A lot of people are a lot older.
I would say the older guys are the ones that are usually more inviting. The younger guys are the ones that are kind of a bunch of assholes a lot of the time.
They get cocky and stuff, you know.
Is it cocky, or is it they're so focused on trying to get to that next level, be that top guy?
You're not gonna get to that next level if the people your fans, the people that support you, get you to that next level. Because you know, you could get to that next, like, we're kind of self-sponsored in a way. So, like, I don't have to go to anybody to say, hey, I need this, I need that. My dad's the type of person, you know, I thank him. I wouldn't be here where this car is at without him. You know, and my whole family, because everybody supports me. I go racing, you'll see my whole family there. They might, man, you're so mean.
That's the best.
Get out of the way, let me finish what I'm doing, then we'll have a good time, you know. It's not, especially if we're going rounds and I'm winning, you'll find me in a better. But
It's also work before play.
Yeah, of course.
Get your work done. That's a work ethic thing. You get your work done, and then it's time to play. So when you come back to the pitch, you got to get some things done. Then you can go ahead and relax a little bit. Then you said your next steps, you know, you will get to where Stevie Fast is and guys like that. What are the immediate next steps? What's the short-term goal for this car? For you?
This car, I have a big block in mind, but this small block has impressed my father and I and a lot of people. So I'm making a little bit of changes to the tranny that, you know, will get this car to its 100% potential. Hasn't been there yet.
So we're still not at 100%.
Not at 100%.
Holy shit.
So where you see the car now is 90%.
Damn.
So
That's
we still got
impressive.
a lot more power, a lot more short track to what the car does. It's fast.
You said a Sear, Texas Killer. If there was one race that you could line up, what would it be?
Let's see.
A Sear?
Yeah.
You think it's that
a
the
lot
cars
faster.
are competitive?
He's been 680. Why not?
So kind of going off that, you kind of have an idea of where he's at, but you really don't know. So you feel like that would be a
He's
good run for you.
is what you call a one-hit wonder. My car will go A to B 99.9% of the times.
Yeah.
His car will go A to B 1 out of 20.
You know what's funny is, and not saying that specifically about him, but a lot of the faster cars that I see at IRRA and I see at those events, they only can or do get one good pass out of it. I never understood that because that's great for grudge racing, but for going through brackets and racing 2 or 3 races in a night.
And even in an event, you need to have a consistent car. My car is consistent. My car, if I put this tune-up in it, it's going down. If the track is there, it's going down. And usually the tracks are there. All right, I adjust. If the track's not there, and I just pull a little power off in the beginning, give it to the top side.
The fact that you said OSW, Orlando Speedway, is such a great track, compared to the other 2 big tracks that most people race would be Bradenton, Orlando, and PBIR, in my opinion. Those are usually in Florida.
Because Georgia has a badass fucking track.
Yeah, but Georgia's got a lot of badass tracks. I'm not gonna lie.
But
being in Florida, those 3 big tracks.
Bradenton's-
Where's your best place? Where's your most favorite place to run?
I would say most tested the car has been Orlando. Palm Beach is nice because I consider it like my hometown.
Yeah.
Even though I'm from down south, that's the
your home
closest track to me, So I could say, and a lot of people come out there to see the car, just to see the car. Street race may say I would not miss an event, and the stands were always packed. The event I missed wouldn't be as packed.
Do you feel that? Do you feel like there's something that would prevent you from going? Like a lot of people coming out of Miami, the big excuse is, I didn't know what the weather was. I don't want to make the big trip. Why is it so easy for you to go all the way up to Georgia just to watch a race? What do you think's holding everybody else back from bringing their car out and running? You think it's fear? Or you think it's weather? That's kind of a leading question, I guess.
It's mainly fear because if my car's 100%, when my car wasn't even 100%, I went up to Orlando even with the chance of rain. I said I'm gonna race this year. Everybody's like, no, I went Friday to the Hub Dyno. I tested the car. The car still had converter slippage 20%. So man, 18% of my power is going out the back door.
Damn.
I go, you know what? Let's try one more thing. Got it down to maybe 15% slippage. I go, let's load it up and let's shoot to Orlando. My dad's like, okay, let's go.
Damn.
So
That's
my
crazy.
team, everybody said, load it up. I went to the shop because I had left my golf cart, my front bumper, my doors, everything at the shop. Changed all the plugs, went through the whole car, put everything up, loaded it back in the trailer with the golf cart, everything, cooler loaded, everything. Shot to Orlando Saturday morning, raced all day, all night till 2:30 in the morning, and drove back to Miami. Got here at 7 in the morning to drop the car off in the trailer because my girlfriend had to go to work
Holy shit.
on a Sunday morning.
Passion.
But that's what people don't have. If she didn't work, I would have stayed the night. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I would have slept in the trailer though, because I wouldn't leave my car anywhere.
Hell yeah.
But
So you have that passion, clearly, right? All right. No offense. Could another person drive the car better, faster than you? Or are you in that car one?
it's like any, you got to grow with the car. Everybody thinks that, I could just get in any car and go A to B. No, it's not like that. The car, I built the car to me. That steering wheel, that seat, everything's my size.
Yeah.
Pedals, everything's for me.
Yeah.
I feel comfortable in the car. Not saying maybe you're 2-3 inches taller than me. You might not feel as comfortable as me. I like my knees kind of bent up. So I'm short already. So when I'm in the car, you see my knees up here. Imagine if you're 3 inches taller than me. And my roll cage is only an inch on top of me because it's all built towards me.
Mm-hmm.
Could somebody drive it better? I wouldn't say no because anything
Maybe you
can
could
happen.
put John Force or Stevie Fast in the car, but they've been doing it a lot longer too. So I think it's experience too.
when the car's on a pass, it's on a pass. You know, it doesn't matter who's behind the steering wheel. You know, a lot of it goes with the tune-up, and that's why Stevie Fast, to me, he's big into tuning his own car, and that's what I want to do. I want to be able to. I'm power managing it now, which what Stevie Fast does. I have Tony that overlooks, and the main on these events, he'll be there because that's one less thing I got to worry about. It's not as easy as driving the car and being mindset. Driver comes into cutting light, playing the staging game. That's when you become a good driver. And in this cash days, I was the best driver there. So that tells you a lot with all the grudge racers there.
Damn.
Announcement and all. Best light, best reaction on instant green, best staging game was me. So I don't want to be cocky or anything, but
I've asked.
I think it's confidence. I don't see that as cockiness. I think
you got to go up there thinking like that. Because
Yeah.
if you go up
If you
there
go up there
like, oh
thinking
man,
you're
is
gonna
this
lose.
guy going to... I go up there, I'm going to win. I'm going to be the fastest one here. You have to.
I've asked other people this. Do you think reaction time, youth? Because like we like Formula One, which favors youth right now. IndyCar seems to favor experience. Drag racing overall, usually.
well, Fernando Alonso's back.
Yeah, I saw that.
Drag racing usually tends to be the most successful. Tend to be more experienced than younger. Would you agree with that?
Yes, it's you got to have a seat time is everything. See, I'm Stevie Fast is at the track every week. You're gonna be good. You know,
Practice.
they put this water bottle in front of you and you see it every day. You'll see. You could close your eyes and know how it looks. Same thing as me. Since this car's come out, if it's not every week, it's every other week I'm at the track.
Would you say it's not so much then experience as familiarity with the car?
You have to get comfortable with your car. Your car and you are one. So like what makes you a good driver is not just you, it's your car and your team behind you too, because you know, if you go car to car to car to car, you're gonna see that person be like, he drives this car good, but this car no. So then what does it make you look like, a bad driver? No, because he drives this one good. So it's just like, I don't know, you just gotta it's a experience too. A lot of the old people, you know, they're like John Force. John Force been racing for years. You know, but he's getting old, and when you get old, you know, your eye vision goes, hearing goes, because everything. Oh, you don't have to hear in a reaction time. You know, you don't have to hear in a race car. Of course you do. But you can hear the guy next to you. I didn't hear him. Yeah, okay. You heard him next to you. You know what your car sounds like, but you for sure, when you hear a big block over there, you know it's a big block. Either he's next to you or he's coming. You know?
Do you feel like, you know, you said you're not afraid to lose. You know, if you lose, it's part of the game.
I'll go back to you at the end of the race and say, good race. Hopefully.
Is that because you have such further goals for the car, so you're not afraid what's going to happen now, because 3 months from now I'll be better? Why do you think so many people are scared to lose? Like, I know there's people that won't put videos up on Instagram of them losing.
I'll put videos up. I don't care. Anybody that knows me, I've got in when my car was going into, you know, its construction. I race mini bikes. The only way you get faster is by losing. You're not gonna get faster because you're winning. When has everybody said, "Oh, I won this event. Let me go back and change the motor"? No.
That's true.
I lost this event. Hey, we better figure this shit out because we need some more power. We need something because this shit's not happening. So, and that's the one thing my dad and I have in common is that we lose. Hey,
We're coming back stronger
no big
next
deal.
time.
We're already on the phone. What do we need? We need this. Because that's the way it is. That's the way racing is. A lot of people, yes, I understand, don't have that. Are not able to say, hey, Steve, I need this big block, like, tomorrow. You know? So.
Is there ever a finished car then?
No.
Plain and simple.
Not in racing. Not when you're trying to get... This car made a grudge car. I'm thinking of building another car, but of course it's going to be a chassis car. because that's the next step.
Yeah, the next step is something
And
bigger.
then
and better.
that eventually I'm gonna take on sponsors. I'm gonna eventually take on sponsors to help. Not don't need them, but be very helpful. And at the same time, you become a family and a team, and it's a lot easier. And when I mean by sponsors, I'm talking about like big time sponsors. You know, like the people in the drag racing industry. You know, I have like all these people like they're going quick. They got Motion Raceworks, you know, sponsorships and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for Motion Raceworks. Hey, what do you need for your car? I know you got everything, and you mind putting this? Like I've gotten some stuff from them, but I never really like advertise it because it's come out of my pocket.
Right.
They say you got 50% off in this part. I'd be more say, hey, thanks a lot, Motion Raceworks. Like Mike's Turbo, they hooked me up on the turbos. Give them a shout out all the time. I tell them, hey, those turbos, the Garrett 88 115s, Gen 2. Thanks to Mike's Turbos for hooking it up and helping me out and giving me the right.
What do you feel about those people that shout out the places when people know they paid full price for it?
You said what? Repeat again?
What do you feel about the people on? I see a lot of people on Instagram, recently that will shout out, like a shop or something like that, or a manufacturer of a part, even though they paid 100% for that. I don't understand the point of that shout out. Is it like, hey, they made a good product? But I never really understood that. If they're not doing anything for you, why go ahead and do something for them?
Good. I don't know.
Is that in hopes of like future sponsorship, or is it just like
I'm guessing. But like I said, like anybody that jumps on board in my car knows I got a fast car. I got a nice car. I got a good working car. The car's beautiful. The car, there's nothing that's like no. Everything's new. It's the best of the best. I got Mentor on board. I got Field Tech FT600 on board. You're talking about everything I have on this car is what the big dogs run. Everybody's like, oh, but you're just a follower. It's not being a follower. They're going fast.
Might as well do what they're doing. I mean, unless you can find
they're-
a faster way.
You know, I'm not gonna put something carburetor on there. No, That's just- I'm sorry to say for all you carburetor fans out there, but you guys gotta cut that shit off already.
Sounds good.
I don't know, man. I'm really excited.
Yeah, the
to see you
backfire
run.
sound real good when they blow off the.
No, but what was if you could? I mean, I really don't have much more for you other than one last thing. If you can kind of give a message, or like there was one lesson. What was the most important thing you learned on the journey from where you started to where you are now? For anybody who's trying to emulate what you've accomplished.
That's a hard question because where I've made it to in such a not a short time, but
That's a fairly short amount of time to go from what it's 2-3 years.
In a short time. But like I said again, financially I've been backed up, and it wasn't. Yeah, I gotta bust my ass off at the shop, and I gotta listen to my dad, and we go back and forth. Everybody thinks, oh no, we go back and forth a million times over parts in the car and this and that. But just if you love the sport and you really you'll find a way to But the lesson, like, just stay like be humble, man. Be nice. Don't talk shit and put people down. There's no point of that. Like you're not gonna get far like that. You just got to be a nice person. Like, I don't know. It's racing is so many people that talk so much shit, and people do get hurt. Their feelings do get hurt. Mine don't. I don't give a
Like that you made that clear through this this entire episode. Zero give it over here.
That's the way it is. Like, oh, you're getting in my face. I had a big dude get in my face. Do a race. Line that piece of shit up. Go ahead. People get intimidated by that, but nah. I mean, it's a sport. You do it. To me, it brings my family together.
Do you have to have thick skin to get to the top of grudge racing?
Yeah. If I can eat you alive, if I get you at a racetrack, I'll eat you alive. You're gonna want to fight me, and I'll stay as calm as this the whole time. You can tell me whatever you want. You could say whatever you want. Just don't touch my car. Don't touch me, and we're fine.
Feel you.
Say whatever you want. Yeah, your mom this, you're a midget. Easier for me to get in and out of the car. Your big ass can barely fit in that funny cage. You know, so.
I hear you. You have anything else?
I'm good, man.
You
This
have
is
anything
great.
you wanted to get out there that we didn't touch on?
Yeah, I want to thank you guys for putting me on this broadcast, you know, and, you know, everything you guys do it for the sport, and that's what we like, you know. That's why I came all the way down south, a hard day of work today, and I said, you know, I'm gonna be there, you know, because, you know, I support it. You know, a lot of people, they got to get on track and support and see where it goes.
I appreciate
Thank you,
that.
man.
And I got to
Thank you.
I do have to thank Eddie from At the Crank for pointing me in your direction.
Yeah, Eddie's a good guy.
There's a lot of people that I would love to have on the show. There's a lot of people who have, there's a lot of people who are, yeah, I'm interested, and then we can never really hash out a time. There's people that, you know, it's not really on their radar. And for someone like you to come out, you know, you're coming up as well, in my opinion, in the grudge racing thing, and I really hope to see a lot of bigger and better things for you. I know you're going to be, you know, this car is going to be impressive. You're going to be impressive. I can't wait to come out and see you at the racetrack.
A lot of people ask me, Maryland or FL2K. I honestly, I would love to go to Maryland if I can run that Warriors class. But if I can't, then I'm going to FL2K because, you know, it's like another hometown. I'm from Florida. I'm going to go race FL2K.
Well, I'll be out at FL2K.
In Bradenton, you know, and a lot of people that love the car, a lot of people that like to see the car, I'll be out there.
Hell yeah. Well, I'll be out at FL2K. Hopefully my brother can make it out there as well, and we can kind of do some podcasts out there and get you some stuff. I won't be at World Cup Finals this year. It is my goal to go next year, though. I just want to see it one time. I've heard unreal stories of it.
I've never been there, but a lot of
Should
people
be
tell me
interesting.
maybe this year won't be that good because of the whole travel
COVID
ban.
garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not the travel ban. You mean everything going traveling?
Yeah,
You know, these people got to bring these cars from all over.
Yeah.
It's not like they're just here. These cars are come from all over, and they send them over. So maybe next year I'll be out there as well.
I hear you. Well, we really appreciate you guys sticking with us for this last however long we've been doing this. Subscribe, like on YouTube, 5 stars on the podcast. beardedgaragistas.com is up and running. Check out the Patreon and all that good stuff. Eventually, we're going to have merchandise.
Don't look at me.
It's
a long story.
Oh, it's
long
horrible.
story.
I you know, it's funny is what you said the other day. We're talking about getting the sales tax permit and getting the merchandise store up and everything like that. And my brother literally goes, "Yeah, this is why people do shit under the table and why people break the law, because it takes 6 months to get a sales tax permit is a little ridiculous." But yeah, really appreciate
If you got
guys.
any advice, reach out. Let us know.
We really appreciate you guys' support. I really appreciate you coming out of your way to come down here.
No,
Thank you very much.
guys.
Again, if you know, we gotta expand and get more people on the show, hear more people's voice. So if you're interested in being a guest, reach out to us. If you fit the criteria, which there's not many people that would get denied. If you got a good motorsports story, if you got a good motorsports background, and you have something to contribute to the motorsports community to make it grow, we would love to hear your story and hear from you. So again, thank you very much, and we'll see you guys later. Peace.
Peace.